Hello and welcome to this Wednesday, October 20th edition of Sneaker News. This is Swole Sneakerhead here to bring you the midweek stories. Alright, what is going on everybody? Swole Sneakerhead here on this beautiful Wednesday to bring you an update on what we have to look forward to for the rest of this week. Today, if you did not see, we had the drop of the women's Dunk High in this cashmere colorway. It did have quite a few retailers release, although in terms of resale value, this was kind of a brick. So personally, I did not go for these, but they were available today. So if you did grab a pair, congrats. For the rest of this week, we have really just two more main drops. First and foremost is going to be on Friday, October 22nd, we have this Nike Air Trainer 3, the SAQUON Barkley colorway, retailing for a price of $140. Again, it's going to be Friday, October 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Overall, I mean, the colorway is pretty cool. Like, I don't know, I kind of have mixed feelings on it. Like, the trainer as a whole, like, I'm just not a huge fan of this shoe. I don't even have a lot of commentary on the colorway. I mean, it's kind of just like a mix and match of colors. It's not ugly, I can tell you that much. Kind of looks like a dad shoe to me with like the beige and like, I don't know. I literally like speechless on this. The only reason I even brought it up was because resale price is like, again, speechless on this too. But if you guys remember back when they did the let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The Bo Jackson trainer. And they released it on, was it Bo Jackson? I forget. They released one of these Nike trainers on Thanksgiving Day. I remember because I got a pair on Thanksgiving Day, and it was one of these trainers like this, and it was like a Bo Jackson or like Detroit Lions trainer or whatever. And I remember I got it off Sneakers and sold it for like a $60 profit like within an hour, or it was something crazy like that. But it made me take a look at these trainers again, obviously, and as you can see right now, the prices are ridiculous, like $500 plus, which again is ridiculous. Some of the recent sales, I mean, these didn't drop yesterday. Again, I don't know how people are selling these. I don't really get that, but the last couple of days there have been plenty of sales over $500, and pretty much every sale from the beginning has been highly profitable. Again, retail price is going to be $140, so it does seem like, from all indications, like these are going to be extremely profitable. It is a SAQUON Barkley colorway, so I mean, even though he's injured, and like that definitely doesn't help the shoe's stock, he's obviously a very popular player regardless, and I think he's coming back soon, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, because like, why would you watch the Giants? But yeah, I mean, I would go for these. I'm gonna be going for these. At this moment, we don't really know if they're going to drop on sites other than just Nike sneakers. It could just be a sneakers exclusive, which I believe when I got the Bo Jackson one, it was only on sneakers, if I'm remembering correctly. So definitely enter for these on sneakers. Obviously, there's no risk because you can always have free shipping, free returns. Again, it will drop at 10 a.m. Eastern time this Friday, October 22nd, for a retail price of $140. Don't really have much else to say. I mean, the retail is relatively low. Resale price looks like it's there. It should be only on sneakers. And if they do have other sites dropping, that we posted in our Discord server, and I will be running auto checkout for that. But yeah, don't forget about these on the 22nd, 10 a.m. Definitely go for them. So let's move on. Next up, the biggest release of this week, and the one I'm most hyped for, is going to be on Saturday, October 23rd, and that is going to be the release of the YEEZY Boost 350 V2 in the MX Oat colorway. Now, this has been a rumored colorway for quite a few months now. We saw the dark version of this MX colorway that I believe is pushed until December, but this is obviously a great colorway, new kind of iteration for the 350, and I know I've mentioned this so many times for like no reason, but they brought back the pull tab in the back, which I'm personally a big fan of. I think it adds to the silhouette. And yeah, this is a big release coming up. Sick colorway in my opinion. I'm a big fan of it. I would definitely rock these. But yeah, anyway, These will be dropping on Saturday, October 23rd at 9 a.m. Eastern time on Yeezy Supply, which I believe means that for the foot site release, which is fortunate that we will be at 7 a.m. Eastern time, which is literally the worst thing ever. Whenever they do these Yeezy 350 or whatever Yeezy drops where they have foot site and Yeezy Supply, it's always early as shit. So yeah, that's not going to be fun, but it's going to be worth it to go for these. Foot site botting hasn't been great, to be honest. If you guys bought foot sites, you would know that. But we'll still run for these, obviously. We're going to go hard for these. I did also check Finish Line JD. They do not have these loaded up, and a lot of the Shopify retailers don't have these loaded up either. I specifically checked Shop Nice Kicks, Jimmy Jazz, and Shoe Palace, their release calendars, and none of those three had these loaded up. So I would expect these to be a little more limited in terms of Shopify retailers. So I would expect to see these still at Kith, Concepts, Undefeated, maybe Atmos, and then maybe DSM. But if other sites like Jimmy Jazz, Shoe Palace, Shop Nice Kicks don't have these loaded up, I wouldn't expect these to be like going out to all the Shopify retailers. Like there's usually like a dozen or 2 dozen that could potentially get stock. But if those 3 main ones don't get that, then I would expect that all the other lower tier retailers will not get them either. So it's looking like these will be relatively hard to cop. I know, considering there's a foot site and Yeezy Supply release, you would think like, oh, like those are 2 major sites, there's probably gonna be a lot of stock. But honestly, I don't think there's gonna be a ton of stock on foot sites. I'm kind of curious though, if you guys want to check this out with me. I want to see if it's on all of the sites or just Foot Locker. Okay, so we do have them on Champs as well. Let's see foot action. Nothing on foot action. Okay, so Foot Locker and Champs right now, and they both have adult and kids grade school sizing, which is going to be like your base size is like 4 through 7 for grade school. So decent stock. Let me see. Sorry, should have done this beforehand, but you guys don't mind here to do the same shit anyway. Kids Foot Locker also has grade school. Okay, so that's good. So those base sizes are definitely going to be a cop. They're going to be at all 3 foot sites that have these. It's going to be Foot Locker, Champs, and Kids Foot Locker will have these. And yeah, I mean, they're going to be a cop. Let's go real quick to the resale value so we can take a look at that. Right now, prices are solid across the board. I know like back in the day, like base size used to do definitely the best, and like base sizes in 4 through 7. Looking at like the pre-sale prices right now, I would say that that's pretty consistent. And I would say if you're strictly looking for resale, focus on 4 through 7. But I also believe, just because of the volume of like people buying them in the market, I think sizes 10 plus will also do pretty well. And if you want to tighten that up a little bit more, I would say 11.5 plus. Even 11, I would throw 11 in there, but 11.5 through like 14 or whatever they go up to is also good, definitely going to be nice and profitable. The reason behind a lot of behind this, like that methodology of like thinking a lot of the time, is really just because the 2 ends of the spectrum, so the small sizes and then small sizes and then the biggest sizes, generally will have less total stock than those middle sizes. So like sizes 7.5 through 9.5 or 10 that are like more commonly worn sizes will typically get less stock, or I'm sorry, will typically get way more stock than the more like outlier fringe sizes, like a size 4 or a size 14 or something like that. Those are going to get less stock. So then, because there's less supply and still have a lot of demand, typically those will sell for a slightly higher resale value. I think across the board, though, these will be profitable. Like I said, I don't think they're going to be so available that they're going to be sitting and will like have time to brick, really. I would expect these to not go any lower than like 270 in all sizes. I think especially because the colorway is so much different than anything we've seen before, I don't think people will brick these as hard. But I say that with hesitation because we've seen so many nice releases, like really cool shoes come out, really hype shoes come out, and resellers get their hands on them and brick them within the first week that they come out, and will literally brick them, especially on StockX, down to the point where you're literally just making back what you spent, which I've never understood that, but I wouldn't hesitate to go for these. If you guys do need auto checkout slots for these, definitely hop in the Discord server. I am offering a discounted rate for our monthly membership this month, and we'll be running super heavy on both these 350s as well as the Foam Runner Vermilion that will be coming out on the 29th. So if you do need a better chance to secure pairs of these, be sure to hop in the Discord server. You can message me, Swole Sneakerhead, and I will get you all set up. But that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. We just really have those 2 releases coming up. Again, to recap, it's going to be the Air Trainer 3 SAQUON Barkley. It's going to be Friday, October 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Again, resale prices are looking very solid right now. I'm going to guess that this is going to be a sneakers only release, so be sure to enter on your app at 10 a.m. And then, of course, a day later, on Saturday the 23rd, we have the 350 V2 in the MX OAT colorway. Will be 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Foot sites, including Foot Locker, Champs, and Kids Foot Locker. And then 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Yeezy Supply, and 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Time on remaining Shopify retailers. Again, resale is looking solid. Base sizes 4 through 7 and larger sizes 11.5 plus will be your best bet for resale value, although I do think that all of these sizes will have money to be made, so don't hesitate to go for these. Guys, thank you for joining me. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on post notifications so that you know when I do go live. I will 100% be going live on Saturday for this MX OAT drop. I'll probably just stay live from 7 a.m. through probably 10 or 11, so feel free, come join me. If you need slots, again, DM me. And I will talk to you guys on Friday. Have a great day. Peace.